I'm meteorologist Chris Holcomb from the 11 Alive Weather Impact Team. What a couple of days we have had here where we were dealing with showers and storms on Sunday. We woke up this morning to storms, even a tornado down in Spalding County where we had some damage in many spots there south of the city. And we've been dealing with a lot of rain. Over the past 2 days, we have picked up 2.73 inches of rain officially at Hartsfield-Jackson since Sunday morning. So that rain gauge is really seeing that water, the rain, going up high in that gauge. And that is helping us to kind of work away at the rainfall deficit that we have been dealing with out there. And take a look at some of these other totals that we've been dealing with over the past couple of days. And these totals are even higher than what we've been dealing with at Hartsfield. Look at Blue Ridge, more than 5 inches of rain. Now, this is from some of the CoCoRaHS rain gauges that the National Weather Service has there in that area. Rockmart, almost 4 inches of rain. The same thing with Calhoun and LaGrange. Cedartown picking up about almost 3 3/4 inches of rain here over the past couple of days. Well, now that rain is out of here, the storms are gone, and our focus now is going to be on the colder air that we're already feeling moving into our area right now. Take a look at the almanac for today. Officially in Atlanta, we got up to 68 degrees, and that was earlier in the afternoon hours, and then our temperature started falling during the day. Now, these temperatures, actually the high is below the average. We should be around 72 for a high this time of year. Look at the precip, though. We have picked up an inch of rain today. All right, so remember it was about 2 3/4 over the past 2 days, up an inch today. So our rainfall deficit is shrinking. We are now less than 1/2 of an inch below where we should be in rainfall today. So while we don't want to wish any storms or damage on anyone or any flooding, at least there are some positive things about this rain that we've been dealing with. Number one, we're working away at that deficit. And then number two, this is really helping us with our pollen count out there too. Take a look at this. The pollen count for today, only 86. That's 86 particles of pollen in a cubic meter of air. And that's not a lot considering we have been in the thousands. And remember, we broke the record of last Saturday, not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before that, at 14,000 plus particles of pollen in a cubic meter of air. So all of this rain that we had really helped to wash things out of the air and even on the ground, maybe on your outdoor furniture, the sidewalks, anything outside is kind of getting that pollen washed off of it out there. So as you can see, it is in the moderate range. Grasses are in the low range, the same thing with weeds. Now, mold, though, is extremely high, and that's thanks to a lot of the rain that we've been dealing with pushing through our area. Again, almost 3 inches of that over the last 2 days here. So we don't have a weather impact alert in effect anymore. The flood watch that was issued to go through 8 o'clock tonight expired at the 8 o'clock hour. The storms are gone. Now we're focusing on drier air moving in, clearing skies, cooler air also moving in, and plenty of sunshine here during the day tomorrow. But we do go back to those below average temperatures here with highs tomorrow only around 61 degrees. That's going to be about 10, 11 degrees below the average. So what you need to do, bring out the jackets, because if you already put them up, thought we were done with the colder air, you'll most likely need it in the morning, and then especially coming in on Wednesday morning too, because we may even see some 30s in some spots on your Wednesday morning. So here's a look at live radar. Let me show you where we're watching that rain. What's left of it now is well off to the east. Augusta, you're finally going to begin to dry out a little bit, still dealing with some showers there, but tomorrow is going to be better. Now this model, or this radar, trying to show a couple of drops still falling there on the south side. I really think a lot of that might be just some false echoes that are coming in right now. But again, maybe just a couple of raindrops there on the south side. But for the most part, everything is moving away. We're also watching the clouds that are going to start breaking up tonight during the evening hours and overnight. In fact, we should wake up tomorrow morning with maybe just a couple of lingering clouds around, and then that'll break up, giving us plenty of sunshine here during the day. And now that all this is moving out You can see here the clouds still hanging with us, but look how it's clearing back into Alabama. And that's going to be the process we're going to be dealing with tonight, with that clearing line moving into our area and those clouds that'll be breaking up a good bit more here during those overnight hours and toward early tomorrow morning. Here's a look at temperatures. Yes, we are cooling down after getting up to around 64 for a high today. We're back to 52. Still holding at 58 in Athens, 55 in Covington and in Thomaston, 54 in Duluth. But look up to the north and west. We have that cooler air coming in and with a northerly flow. And then once those clouds clear out a little bit more tonight, that's going to help really enhance the cooling coming in here because we won't have as many clouds holding in any warmth from today. So you see 49 in Dalton, 51 in Rome. Look at Carrollton at 47. That's the cooler air that's going to keep pushing into our area. So tomorrow morning, waking up, it's going to be cool. You'll need that jacket when you're heading out with temperatures right around 44 degrees. We'll start warming pretty quickly during the day. 54 degrees as we're nearing the lunchtime hour, and then topping off in the afternoon hours only in the lower 60s. All right. Now, even with sunshine, that's still going to be on the cool side here during the day tomorrow. A lot of times when we see these temperatures dropping, it may be because we have clouds blocking out the sun, but we're going to have a lot of sunshine tomorrow, and that's going to still keep temperatures in the lower 60s here thanks to that cooler air that's moving into our area. We are going to have a chance to dry out for a few days. That's a good thing. Enjoy that process here with plenty of sunshine going into Tuesday and Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we will see a few more clouds building in. The models are not in total agreement on Thursday and on Friday. We're going with a 20% chance for a shower on Thursday, and that might even be later in the day. And then on Friday, a 30% chance for a few showers around. Nothing really widespread. We don't expect anything severe. Just a few showers that'll be moving through on Friday. Then we will dry out again on Saturday. And as of right now, and all the models have been pretty consistent with this, it looks like we're going to have a dry, quiet weekend weather-wise. Saturday looks to be on the cooler side and then warming up a little bit more heading into your Sunday. So here's the forecast track. After tonight, the forecast track actually looks kind of boring out there because we've already seen the rain moving out. Here you can see the clouds that are lingering. We've got that northerly flow moving into our area. Watch during the overnight hours. You see how those clouds break up a little bit more. And early in the morning, aside from maybe just a few lingering clouds around, the sun is going to come up. We'll see a lot of that sunshine here during the day and just dealing with more of that northerly flow. Maybe a little breezy at times during the day tomorrow, but nothing too bad here. But that's just reinforcing the cooler air coming in. And as I mentioned, even though we have sunshine breaking through, the cooler air is going to be pretty dominant out there. Really kind of tempering the sunshine, warming things up a little bit more. So that's why we think we're only going to hold in the lower 60s. Then going into your Wednesday morning, another cool start. This is where it gets interesting on Wednesday morning. We have clear skies again, more of that northerly flow in here, and it's actually going to be colder here Wednesday morning than it's going to be on Tuesday morning. In Atlanta, we're expecting a low temperature Wednesday morning around 40 degrees, but we're going to have some 30s in the outlying areas, and that's what is prompting a freeze watch for parts of North and West Georgia. I'm going to break that down for you coming up in just a little bit. During the afternoon hours on Wednesday, still looking nice, sunshine. We will start to warm up a little bit on Wednesday. I'm talking about maybe 67, 68 degrees on Wednesday, still a little below the average. The average for this time of year is 72 degrees, so we'll be below that again. And then on Thursday, another cool start, a couple of clouds around. And on Thursday, we will go with partly cloudy skies and that 20% chance for an isolated shower late in the day on Thursday. Again, not really thinking anything major is going to be moving into our area. Here's the latest on the freeze watch that's in effect for Wednesday morning. Now again, we just got through with temperatures that were in the upper 80s at the end of last week and the beginning of your weekend. Then we had some storms, rain on Sunday, and storms early this morning. Cool temperatures starting to cool down here for today. But by Wednesday morning, it is possible that some spots could get down to near freezing. As I mentioned, in Atlanta, we're going to be at 40. We are not in this freeze watch, but to the west of us, in West Georgia, and the National Weather Service has actually added a few more counties here in this freeze watch up in North Georgia. As far south as Cherokee County, Bartow County's in that, Paulding County, Carroll, Heard County, really a lot of these counties there on the Georgia-Alabama line are in it, and then all of these counties in far north Georgia, including Gilmer County, Fannin County, Gordon County, Pickens County, Lumpkin County, Dawson County, and that White County, all of those areas up in North Georgia. That is where temperatures will be in the lower 30s, maybe flirting with the freezing mark. So what we're going to watch during the day tomorrow, so again, this is for Wednesday morning. On Tuesday, the National Weather Service may upgrade this to a freeze warning for those areas, and it'll be possible that there might be a little bit of frost around, even in metro Atlanta. So I know you've got a lot of the azaleas are blooming. You have some plants that are coming up. We were hoping we might get through this without one of those late freezes. We always get a late freeze. Again, this one we hope won't be that big of a freeze, that it won't be freezing for a long time in those areas. But again, getting near freezing or even in areas that could have some frost that could damage some of those blooms and blossoms that are out there. So we're watching that cooler air coming in right now. The front came through, the rain has pushed out, and now that cooler air is starting to filter in. So you see the warm air to the south and east of us. That's going to keep pushing away. The cooler air settles in on us. We'll be feeling that, especially during the day tomorrow, with those temperatures that are going to be generally there in the 40s in the morning and then moving up into the lower 60s in the afternoon. And then on Wednesday morning, that's going to be a really chilly morning and into the afternoon as well. It starts to warm up a little bit more as that cooler air starts retreating up to the north, replaced by some warmer air for the end of the week. That's going to be good, right? But then into the weekend, the cooler air starts to come back once again, where we see temperatures back to the lower 60s here on Saturday. Then by Sunday, it goes back into the lower 70s. So that roller coaster of temperatures is going to continue here heading through the next few days with a little cooler air, warmer, then a little bit cooler again. It's the morning temperatures where you're going to be noticing that. Again, Tuesday morning starting off in the mid 40s and then low 40s Wednesday, 30s in the outlying areas outside of the city, outside of the perimeter here, and then 47 for a low Thursday, milder Friday, back to 45 for a low here on Saturday. And then look at these high temperatures, 61 for a high Wednesday. Again, the average high for this time of year, 71, 72 degrees. 67 Wednesday, still below average. Near average on Thursday, back to below average temperatures on Friday and on Saturday. So here's the European model showing here what we're watching with any rain that could move in. Thursday, again, a really low risk for a shower. On Friday, about a 30% chance. Then we're drying out here for Saturday. I know this model trying to show a little bit of stuff showing up, but I'm really thinking we'll be dry. Dry on Sunday too as we warm up a little bit more, and then dry weather heading in to the first part of next week too. So here is that 7-day forecast where you can see what we're watching here on Tuesday, that low of 41, high of 61 with mostly sunny skies. Wednesday is also going to be that cooler day of the week where we're going to see those temperatures that'll be at 40 degrees in the morning. And again, some of the outlying areas where we can see those temperatures in the 30s, maybe even near freezing in parts of North Georgia. And then high temperatures starting to come up a little bit to 67 degrees in the afternoon hours on Wednesday. Thursday morning still cool, but not as cool. We'll be at about 47, then getting up to 73 in the afternoon hours. So that is warming up a little bit more. Then on Friday, we are going to see a milder morning at 53, and then in the afternoon, cooling again to 66. But on Friday, we've got that 30% chance for a couple of scattered showers here for the Friday afternoon. The weekend is looking good. We deserve a nice weekend here and a nice dry weekend, and even a weekend where we don't have to look ahead at storms coming in on Monday or overnight Sunday into a Monday. We've got a drier pattern for that weekend here with partly cloudy skies Saturday. It is going to be cooler, temperatures around 63 degrees. Another cool start Sunday morning in the 40s at 43, but then we start warming up a little bit more with temperatures up to 71 degrees. Monday will return to 80. So this is a lot of ups and downs here, not only for the afternoon hours, but also for those morning hours as well, where we're going to feel the impacts of some of the cold fronts coming in. And again, those rain chances on Thursday and Friday are really going to be on the lower end. So we're not really expecting anything crazy with that. We're not expecting any storms around either with this system on Thursday and Friday. So relatively quiet week with the ups and downs in temperatures and just having to deal with a couple of showers, we think, for as we get toward the end of the week. But the good news is we will be warming up through the weekend and drying out for the weekend too, with things that are going to be looking pretty nice out there. So be sure to keep it with us right here on 11 Alive and 11 Alive Plus. We'll have more of these extended weather outlooks for you throughout the week ahead.